silly me, started my live, and then I looked up at the battery, and it said, Brent, you barely have any battery. Let's plug this baby in. You guys have this kind of a cool Brent's Van Life charging unit? Okay. There we go. Perfect. Grab a coffee and say, cheers, good afternoon, and welcome to Brent's Van Life. I'm bored and didn't want to keep working on my editing, so I switched the editor into a filming episode of me going, hello, day 64-4. Day 64. Is that because you have like big fingers and you hit the letter twice, or just, I decided we're in Saskatchewan visiting all of it. I want to go up to Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, the birthplace of my father. Go check out things around there. There's so many neat places. My cousin lives in Bigger. I have a friend down in the Hat. So north to south, east to west, finding unique and crazy things to do, because I really think Saskatchewan is cool once you get off the main highways, 16 and 1. The stuff in between, there's some really funky stuff. Bonjour, Mario. I love my hair, huh? It's amazing what a little water and a brush does. But I saw how great your hair looked, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start growing mine out. So it's got to go through a phase before, because it'll be fancy, dancy, and sexy like you. Hello, Crossroads, and Miss Cindy Harper. What? I just heard you say you're going to Meadow Lake. Is that possible? You heard correctly, my dear Cindy. My father was born there, so I made it as far as North Battleford a couple years ago. Tried to visit their insane asylum, but the buggers tore it down. But they have the coolest haunted cemetery behind the old insane asylum. It closes at night, and there's no names on the tombstones, just numbers. Yeah. Oh, I love the jaw. I love moose jaw, man. You know what, though? You got too much tourist crap. You guys got to have more fun than me going to see where that bandit lived underneath your town in caves and stuff like that. So when I'm in Moose Jaw, keep watching. If I start heading south, or if I'm coming into there, make sure you get a hold of me. I will put my email address is usually in the bottom of my film, of my videos. So go to my next video that's going to be released tomorrow, because I'm doing a live today. And in there we'll have my email address. So when you know that I'm on the road, it'll probably be in June. So just as things start to, pick up back there, I should be rolling into good old Saskatchewan. Hopefully go up north, pick up some good kubasa there from from Vegreville. Yeah. Oh, okay. I know where Cindy is. That's cool. Tourist key. Tourist. It's funny. He's got like this French thing, and I don't even know if it means anything in French. Does it? Does that mainly mean Canadian tourist? And he tells me he's not French, but yeah, I think he might be Mexican, because he's drinking beer and tacos in this comment that he left. Mr. Betts, how are you? How's the lobster season coming along back east? That's right, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. I only see one up there, so you are Mexican. Hello, is anybody there? Nobody's there. I'm here all by myself. Any other questions? Because here's the scoop, you guys. I am got a few little projects left. I have been so busy. A lot of you know the term putting things on the back burner, referring to a stove. Well, this last week or so, I couldn't see my stove because I had so many things on my back burner. And I've chipped away at them enough that I can actually see the stove. And I have a couple more things. There's some plywood up here. And if you look above me, there's right there's the shelf. So I have a shelf up here which holds my laptop amazing, and I can actually watch TV at night instead of like sitting up uncomfortable. The other shelf is going over on the other side of the bed, so I'm going to have that up there. So I'm going to be moving things around right here. These are my socks and underwear drawer, t-shirt drawer, and shorts drawer. But I was thinking about making that into canned food, dry goods, stuff like that, right? Because right now they're underneath here in baskets. And that's soon going to be my furnace room. So I'm moving things around again, but this will all be done on the road. So I'm not doing it that now. I'm just putting a shelf up for now. I need to cover up my fridge. I need to get, I have some curtains, so I'm going to curtain up that to make it hidden and look better. We have some new products coming that were given to me to show you guys. So I've got some of those promo videos coming out. Hello, Relevant. How are you doing? You need a bigger burner. I had all four of them covered. Furnace room, meaning I want to get a force. What the heck? Hang on a sec. That's not good. My fireplace went out. And I don't know why. Hope it's not from driving. Oh, I must have turned it off. Never mind. Hi, this is the ghost. Brent's van life. He's no longer here. Okay. Sorry about that. That's like a kind of like the radio announcer doing this, right? You're in front of the screen. Stay in front of the screen. Okay, furnace room. So this winter, with my furnace started to malfunction because it needed a cleaning because I don't know how old it is. At least 5 to 7 years old and never been serviced, which is damn amazing. But it got cold in here and I felt it was very hard keeping warm in the wintertime. So to kick it up a notch, I'm going to be ordering a Propex propane forced air furnace, which is basically the same design as a diesel heater, Chinese diesel heaters, or the whatever they're called. I can't remember. But yeah, the same kind of design. But I'm going to run it off of propane because I already have a big RV propane tank under the van. So we're going to run the propane furnace under this side, the fireplace on this side, and I'll probably get a few quick connects so that I can hook my table up outside and plug in like propane fireplaces and stoves and barbecues. That's the plan. Well, gee, somebody was sure nice to you, weren't they, Relevant? Did they come gift wrapped? Anyways, hey, Bebop and Becca, welcome, my friends, to a thing there. One of these little boring life things that I do once in a while. And I know you guys don't think it's boring, but I kind of do. Hence, I try to keep them down to once a month. That way, you guys will have more questions for me. But I got something to show you. I just put out a short, and the short says, we got stickers. What do you think? Eh? The replicas of what's on my windows. They come in black and white, just like Michael Jackson. I'm black, I'm white. We're gonna put them up for sale. I'm gonna put $3 each, or $3 for one and two for five. They will be in. Just send me an email, and I will send them off to you and cover all the shipping and handling and stuff like that. And we will see if we get some van life stickers out to you guys. I know there's a t-shirt shop out there that's making my t-shirts. I'm going to redo them pretty soon, but you can. I believe it's called Teespring. I'm kind of unsure how to find them and link it to you guys, but for you smart ones out there that want to buy a t-shirt that has Brent's Van Life on it, not Liquid Molly, not Liquid Molly. Everything's backwards. Anyways. Cindy, you stole the relevance question, so could you please erase it so relevant can ask it? No, Jose will not be with me. Jose took off. Well, she actually took off a week ago, but she actually she went up north, up in Campbell River and stuff like that. She was in town yesterday, came to the shop, got her car oil changed, and she's on the ferry to Vancouver. I think she just got off the ferry, so she is heading home to Quebec. I believe she's going to be in Banff for a couple of days. She's a quick traveler. So she'll probably be boot scooting boogie, and when she hits the the flatlands of Canada, the wind will get behind her and shoot her across all the way over in northern Ontario and into Quebec. She lives she's just out of like an hour out of Timmins, Ontario, which is very northern Ontario, and so it's north and west of Toronto. Did I say that right? Toronto? Hey, Ron, your car is looking amazing. I got to pop in. We'll pop in. We'll go check out your car. I got to check out the van because that is the coolest thing ever. And then we'll go for a beer. I have to find a Band-Aid. What did I do with my Band-Aids? Oh, this getting old is for the birds. I'm forgetting things. I'm bruising easy. Bleeding now. There we go. Don't get old. It's old. It's getting old already on me. How's Donna doing today? I hope you're having a good day. It's one of my favorite sayings to people, eh? You finish chit-chatting with them. You go to leave and you say, I hope you have a good day, unless you got other plans. They look at you like, what? I'm planning on going out and being miserable today. So when I do my best. Van Ma Ruth is in the house. For those of you who don't know Van Ma Ruth is a very dear friend of mine from Calgary, Alberta. She drives around in a minivan. She's been in it for 7 or 8 years or something like this. And she's going to be the first YouTuber to get 5,000 subscribers and not have one video on YouTube. So go to her channel, Van Ma Ruth, subscribe to her, and you will never, you can even be notified. You'll never have a beep from her. She's never going to put a video up. But let's see her get to 5,000. I think that would be amazing. Relevant, if you want a sticker, hook me up when I'm driving out to Saskatchewan this year. If you're not going to be in Western Canada, send me an email. Email will, maybe I'll post it in the link below here, but it will be in my video. So just send me an email. Either send cash or give me, what do they call those things? Money transfers, blah, blah, blah. But I will need an address. So you do need to send me an email so I can have your home address. Don't put it on the internet. You'll have weirdos like me showing up looking for a free dinner, stuff like that, So yeah, just email me and we'll get you some. I just got back from Edmonton. I hate Highway 2. Not. Oh, there we go. Whenever I go from Edmonton to Calgary or anywhere, it's two-way. I take the Cowboy Highway and I go through like Rocky and what's the other ones? There's so many little hick towns you get to go through. And what's the name of the town? So here's another one. I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the world's well-known figure skaters is from a little hick town in the middle of nowhere in Alberta. What's his name? I can't remember. Ronning? Not Ronning. Is it Ronning? No, it's not him. Anyways, somebody will tell us. PayPal works great too. I wish I could make it to Ontario. I freaking love Ontario. Okay. Do you realize that the wind blows against you no matter which direction you're traveling in the prairies? And you watch your dog run away for 5 days. It's not so much the landscape, even though the landscape intrigues the living crap out of me. Because when you grow up, born and raised on the west coast of British Columbia, and you see mountains all the time, when you come out and you see the sunsets and the sunrises and the smooth land you can see forever, it blows me away. I remember my first time seeing I can't remember, lime. It's not a lime. It's the stuff what the heck? They have these big plants in Saskatchewan. And I was driving, I could see this little thing sticking up, and it kept getting bigger and bigger. And I was driving, and it was a mining thing or something that they have. And Kurt Browning, thanks, Ruth. Yes, it is that, Kurt. Yahatinda. No, I haven't. What's this? Oh, potash mine. That's what it was. Rocky Mountain House rocks. Yahatimba. That sounds weird. I did go to that place where they had the buffalo jump. I swore that's in Clearwater. Clearwater County. No, I haven't. Hmm. Um, yeah. Where were we? What's about Rocky Mountain House? Kurt Browning? No, he's not in Rocky Mountain House. He's in somewhere else. Ruth, where's he from? Caroline. There we go. Thanks, George. Caroline, you swear that when you're driving through Caroline, that you can hear pigs oinking and the neighbors playing their banjo. Yeah. There's my good buddy Dan. Where are you, Dan? I want to know where you are, Dan. Have you hit the road yet, Dan? Dan, where are you? Come in, Dan. I'm Martina from southwestern Ohio. Passed out at home. Hubby has rushed her to the hospital at ICU. Oh no! You guys want to send out some prayers there for Martina's little baby sister? Martina is in her 70s. She gets up every morning, calls me, tells me what a wonderful person I am, and then hangs up, slams her phone down in my ear. Yes. So I used to live out in that area. I used to live in outside of Innisfail on the way to Caroline on the 54 highway in a little hamlet called Spruce View. I was looking for property to move out there. Bond is in the house, and COVID was hitting, so could do nothing. Had to move back to BC. You like that one, did you, Martina? It's just called sharing the love, sweetheart. Don't take me personally, okay? Don't take me too seriously. My buddy Todd there, he knows that I'm a crazy guy. Oh, really? Hmm. I know the people that own the little drive-through coffee place in Caroline are friends of my ex-wife's. Oh, you guys. Work? Oh, yeah, you're still a lot younger than Mr. Bond here. Mr. Bond will be turning 61 years old in just over a month. So, and some days I'm feeling 80. Today, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good because I know that the weather is changing. It's, how do you put it? It's moist here today. So it's wanting to rain, but it's not. And the windows are covered with wet, mm, West Coast sunshine, like a liquid sunshine here on the West Coast. So just a baby. Look at all these people. Really? You're 63? I always took you as at least 5 or 6, 7 years younger than me. But then again, the people I hung out with were 10 years younger than us. So then I guess, and we were so good looking back then, right? So, yeah. Denise from Jeffy's next to the woods. When my kids were bored, I always gave them chores to do. Are you insinuating something? Are you trying to tell me something here? Dan. So, Dan, did you answer my question? I was wondering where you were, and I don't know if you actually answered me. Let's see. I can't. How do you scroll back? Can I scroll back? Yeah. Craig. Hi, Dan and Tina. Oh, hit the road next Thursday. Awesome. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. And he's supposed to let me know if I get a knee operation. And frankly, I don't care anymore. Um, I will be hitting the road shortly there afterwards, whether it be Saturday or Sunday or Monday, but I'm definitely going to start hitting the road. We're going to do a slow trek. So I will be in Vernon and up to Kamloops, that area. So send me your phone number and you'll hook up for a beer. You know who I'm talking to? Oh, really? So Northwest Coast is a friend of mine, George. He's from Prince Rupert. I'm from Prince Rupert, and he became a subscriber of mine before he even knew who I was. We've crossed paths many times, and right now he is down here somewhere on the island, preparing to go home, living the wet life. When he comes from the most wettest town in the country, where it's actually sunshine. That's funny. Sorry, George. I just had to, let people know. What you do you think that I got this ugly overnight? Like it was a long time ago when I was good looking. Damo, Ottawa till Thursday. Sent you U.S. dollars on PayPal. Okay, perfect. Yes, I do have a PayPal if you want it. We'll look for your email. You could have sent me on the PayPal. I believe that you can send a note there. So on your PayPals, if you want, you can send a note with the message, and then that way I can have it'll be in my messages on PayPal also. So Vernon, I lived in Vernon. Oh, that's where I know Todd from. We I spent almost 20 years in Vernon, so that's where I got the nickname Bond from. And we're not going down that road today. One day we will. We'll talk about it, but not today. Hey, Jamie, it's Board Brent here out in the west coast of Canada. I hope you're doing good. You know what finding with my dog? I found out I was met this lovely lady, and she was like, "These dogs don't need to be walked." And I'm like, "What?" She says, "No, They're thinkers and sniffers. So the terrier in him makes him like, if you're out for a walk and he wants to sniff, stand there and let him sniff. Because the more he sniffs, he's going to get tired. And the less you're going to have to walk. So don't be dragging him away from sniffing. Really? So I started letting him doing it. And oh my God, it's true. She told me to wrap treats up in a small little blanket. And he'll sniff away for it, dig it out, and then he'll like, oh, hold on a sec, there's still more treats in there. And then he'll go in there and do more. And he says by the time they get to half a dozen treats, so they're lying down and having a nap. So that's what I've been doing. What route will I plan to take to Saskatchewan? Thank you, Tamil, for a great question. I'm going to make my way. So what I usually do is hit southern BC. You know what? Maybe I should do something different this year. Go up to Whistler and go over the Duffy Lake Road. But usually I do Highway 3 and I go into the South Okanagan, Karamias, Penticton, Kelowna, Vernon, Kamloops. And then I usually go up north through Blue River and Invermere. And then I come out in Jasper, cross over the Alberta border into Jasper. Then I usually go east till you hit south on 2A. And then I'll head her down south, down the back Cowboy Highway trail down that way. And through Rocky Mountain House. My kids live in Bentley, so I need to pull out before Rocky, I think. I don't know exactly where they are because they moved north and they were south of Red Deer before. So I used to go down all the way to Rocky before I came off. So I have to do a little change up. And once I get to my kids' house, then I'll probably do straight east. I have a cousin in Bigger, and then I'm going to find out some stuff to do when I'm in Bigger. And then I'll probably head north to Battleford and Meadow Lake and come back down the back way until I get down to the southern border and start following like 3 back. I'm just going to do a big loop and zigzag through Saskatchewan. So it should be a lot of fun. So if you guys are around, we can hook up stuff in Saskatoon and North Battleford and Moose Jaw and stuff like that. We can just do it. You guys just let me know and I can put something together. Or if you just want to come and hang out with Brent and do coffee, let me know and we can put something together. I'm still handsome. Oh, you're going to make me blush. So, Cindy, it says, I believe that all of you who live in BC are blessed. It's such a beautiful province. And you say that because you're not from here. And I've been across Canada 3 times. And I find beauty in every province because I haven't been there. And when I grew up on the West Coast, yes, I kind of feel blessed, but my eyes pop out of my head when I'm driving along the flatlands of Saskatchewan to go see a place called Buffalo Jump, where the natives would chase all the buffalo and there'd be a cliff they couldn't see and they'd fall off the edge of the cliff. And when I looked down over that edge to see where the buffaloes fell, and saw all this green pastured trees and rivers and thinking, oh my God, now I know why there was dinosaurs here. Because literally it looked like Jurassic Park. And the top was brown and flat for as far as you could see. That stuff blows me away. So, Weimerheimers are walkers. And Bigger, New York's big, right? But this is Bigger. So much history there. My cousin is the curator of the museum there. So she has a lot of history, a lot of knowledge of the birth of Saskatchewan and some of the coolest places and what to go see. So that's why I'm going to go hang out with her, do the old-fashioned way and write it down so that I have things to do. And then I'll make a plan and I can start zigzagging through BC with that knowledge. Ile de Madeleine, I never made it there. But I've heard of it. I've been to Matane. I was going to go to Gaspé. I came up the seaboard through New Brunswick. Didn't even know I went into Quebec because you cross a bridge and you're in New Brunswick. You cross a bridge, the next thing you're in Quebec. Traveled across from Matane to Sept-Îles and Trois-Rivières. No, not Trois-Rivières. Sept-Îles and Outre-Rive, something like that. I love it. I was actually going to go on my other trip, and when I was in Newfoundland, and I was going to go to Labrador and then come down into Quebec from the far east. And yeah, it scared me a little too much. And it wasn't the French that scared me; it was the roads and the lack of population up there. So, Denise, here. This is what I do for Easter. I hide the eggs, and then I go looking for them myself because I can never remember where I put things. Dementia doesn't run in my family; it jogs. Sorry, Mom. I'm just kidding. My mother passed away a number of years ago from dementia. The worst disease I could ever imagine anybody have to watch and go through. Not too bad for them, but uh, having to be there and take care of somebody is mind blowing. Leave it there. I have to. Which one? Gaspé? Are you from Gaspé? Dodge Failure is a Quebecer, and he's been out here on the island blowing me away with the video that he's putting out. He does them in French because he's from Quebec, and so I get the translations. But he's been going to so many cool places, and I think he's been watching me because some of these places look very familiar, Mario. Bigger Meadow Lake. Are you going to hit Estevan? Oh, definitely Estevan. That's pretty cool. Um, Nothing is planned. Okay. My life is all about getting up in the morning, putting one shoe on, and then put the other shoe on. And then sometimes I put pants on. I'm not wearing pants right now. No, just kidding. Just kidding. And then just kind of like making up your mind in that day. I'll sit in a spot for 3 days and Google different places to go. So if I can find an old homestead somewhere that was built at the turn of the century, nobody's been around that thing for 100 years, you're going to find Brent there one day. So that's the kind of places I like hanging out. That's way too much work there, Todd. That is on the bucket list, the Northwest Territories, Cindy. I was just talking to my buddy Jimbo, who drives an Ambo, and we were talking about it last night and this morning, going, because he used to work up there. And I'm like, let's do it next year. And he goes, I was thinking about it. I'm like, really? Because that'd be great to have a traveling partner to go with. He's very smart when it comes to mechanical stuff. So if we broke down and we carry enough tools, we could not worry about things. And yeah. Per se, per se, per se, per se. Is that another place? What are you doing, tourists? Are you doing painting doctors' clinics and taping and moneying them? Tama, oh my gosh, I talked to my parents in the same way that you just spoke to your mom. Choke, choke. Merci there, Mario, merci. I can go buy a coffee, put that in my tank, and maybe get to the next gas station. The gas prices are ridiculous. I bet you, Mario, you came out here, and I bet you the gas prices were around $1.40 when you got here, and now they're $1.90. Why? Because the sun came out and the sunshine tax came out. So that means people start to move. When people start to move, there's demand. We need more gas. And I don't get it. Oh, God, what's going on here? What's this? Oh, we're missing a whole bunch. Okay, no, we're not. Are you? Oh, you're looking after your mama. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. My buddy Jim Harmison, he's the guy that just typed in. He's doing the same thing we're doing. It's like, no, I've never been to Stanneret. No. And yes, Dan the Van there's up in Dawson City, I believe. Yeah. He's heading back up there again this year. $1.67. That's good to hear, Todd. Good to hear. It's $1.40 in Alberta still, so we're heading there not too quickly, but it's going to take me probably close to a month to get to my kid's place in Red Deer in Bentley. So, it's a 2-day trip, but it'll take me a month and hanging out and just doing some good stuff. Van not in here? Don, are you in here? You're taking a Great Dane with you on the road in a caravan? That's awesome, man. That's crazy. You're gonna freak out so many people. You're gonna climb out of your van and take the dog in tow. That's hilarious. I love it. Love seeing strange stuff when I'm out on the road, meeting strange stuff when I'm out on the road. Yes, Donnie is here. Good to see you, buddy, or at least see your name up here. Buck 52 there. Risk gas change from winter into summer gas. God, thank God they're not charging for air. Could you imagine if they had to do that in the summertime? Get rid of all that winter air out of our tires. Right? Yeah, it's supposed to all go up. I love all the social media banter about, okay, everybody, don't buy any fuel for a week. Don't buy any food for a week. Starting April 1st, we'll show them. You know how many times I've seen that crap on social media? But you know what? I play along with it. But, you know, it's not going to change the thing. The rich will always be richer. And Dodge failure. Mario keeps retracting his messages. He probably writes them out in French going, capital Mac, what am I doing? Nobody will understand. Brent doesn't read French. Oh, really? So it's not bad then. It's about the same as here. Wow. My friend just lost her wolf, half wolf, up in Prince Rupert. Not lost her, but he was an elderly dog. Oh, really? You got a Great Dane? You guys are awesome. Those are the coolest dogs. They're so laid back, eh? Oh, really? See all the stuff I get, all the great knowledge I'm picking up from my fellow travelers out there. Oh, gosh. I can imagine. But was I right? Was that what you're doing? You type it out and you're like, huh? I love watching you do it, Mario, because you're sitting there and the translation sucks. Like when I watch you and I go from French to English translation in the closed captions, it sucks because if you say anything in English, it doesn't put the word in. So now the whole sentence is like, okay, what word did he say in English? And then it's French, French. So it's not picking up your words in dialect because you know the slang and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a pain, but I love it because you got a great sense of humor. And I'm really glad you found that BC Ferries card. What's it called? Experience card. Now, Mario, you're experienced. Me and my dog. What happened to me and my dog? Okay, now we're going to lose it again. Oh. Oh, God. Yikes. You know, I've ran into a couple bears with little dogs and like walking down pathways and stuff like this. And all of a sudden you look up and there's a bear there. And I mean, I've had my dog run up and start chasing them and then like run through, like my little dog couldn't get through the bush that this big bear went through. Freaked me out because I'm like, no, Colbert, get on it. That guy take put you in your mouth and choke while you trying to swallow you. Like you're just, yeah. Hey, Norm. Norm's in the house. Where are you at, Norm? I forget. $1.30, $1.40. Oh, Winnipeg. Oh, oh, really? That's pretty fast, Dan. If you're gonna be in Calgary in a week, how are you gonna enjoy any of the other provinces between your places and there? Your French is limited. I just hung out with a French girl for 2 months. And it's like that's bad. I get more out of watching Mario and then listening to him and watching the translations below. And I'm like, okay, because I'll pick up some of the words, and then it's like, okay, I'm interested in it, but it's tough. It's tough when there's a busy guy like me. Denise, it's true. I joke about. I'm like, really? I said my dog makes pocket warmers in the wintertime for me. I pick up his bag and I stick it in my pocket. Keep my hands warm. Oh wow, you guys are crazy. Your dog wears a baseball cap. Thinking about making it as far as Winnipeg. Like I'm thinking of it. Um, of getting, well, maybe not Winnipeg, but at least the border of Manitoba. I don't know what's happening because I had so much fun exploring Saskatchewan a couple of years ago, and I drove basically through it not last year. I didn't even make it there last year. The year before, um, it was yeah. Him was too funny. You know. Okay, what time is it? 41 minutes in, you guys. Let's start chit chatting and figuring things out. Again, for those that don't know, Brent's got some new stickers. They're a lot bigger than my previous ones. Um, Basically, size of your screen, easier to read. We're gonna put these babies up for sale. I'm gonna sell them for $3 a piece. We have black, we have white. You can buy 2 for $5, or pick one for 3, and or let me pick it. I don't care. You can either PayPal me and send me your addresses in the PayPal messaging, or you can look in the links below and find my email address and send me an email address. Whether you spend me money that way or e-transfer or whatever, we'll just figure something out and let me know where you live so I can send them via snail mail to you. Because last time I tried emailing them, they got stuck in the slot. See you, Jim. Have a good walk. Cable TV thing is good. They started last week on the 18th, I believe. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I believe. And they're giving me they're playing 2 videos with those things that you saw. I made those intros and the extras, so they'll be having those in to try to draw people from the dark side into the good side. And I don't see a lot jumping in subscriptions, but it's a nice way to put it out there. I need to upload a bunch more videos for them because they're going to be extending it and putting it on Sundays too. I believe they were also invited me to come over and do a talk show with them, like the old Phil Donahue and Oprah Winfrey kind of shows. And they're going to invite local people to come and sit on a couch, and they're going to interview you and talk to you and ask you questions. So we're gonna try and do something like that. Maybe I get my hands on that so we can like play the video on YouTube, or I'll find you a link for it, something like that, and we'll figure it out. So we're gonna have some fun, right? And so it's kind of fun working with Rogers. That guy, you guys didn't meet him, Todd. Thank you, Todd, wherever you are. He asked me if he wanted to do that, and I said, dude, I would love for you to come and hang out with me because I would love to see somebody else work, because I do all my own filming, editing, producing, acting, directing, everything, and cameraman. So to watch somebody else do it and watch the whole thing and then see his final cut, he blew me away. But that's what he does for a living. I've been only doing this for a short time, and I'm learning by the seat of my pants. So he did a pretty awesome job, right? It will be interesting. Second channel, and I know who is working with Rogers. Do you know who I'm working with Rogers, Don? I'm unsure what you're kind of saying there. Peter, did I wake you up from your nap? It's kind of late in the day there, sir. I know. I'm getting old too. Yeah, e-transfer. Um, yeah, I haven't done it. I don't do anything through these guys here, YouTube. I don't even have memberships yet on here. Like, I have a Patreon page and stuff like that, and but we haven't done anything with YouTube yet. I'm unsure. I don't know. I'm very unhappy with how YouTube works. Like literally, the paychecks that they quote me that I'm supposed to be getting paid and how much they pay me is like ridiculously different. And yeah, yeah. Anyway, we won't go there. I got my T4 slip. It's not a T4 slip. It's a slip from YouTube that is claimed I made $488 USD last year. So if you think I'm making money out of this, you guys are nuts. I do this because it's fun and it's interesting and it keeps my brain busy. So I can't golf, so I'm retired. And I hate knitting. Okay. So this is something that I picked to do. Ciao. Salute. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, Rogers has to, by CRTC laws, have to give back a certain amount to the locals. So they have to do support local talent and so this. So that's what they do. Also not hiring people, but volunteering people in and bringing them in and blah, blah, blah. Tamo, I love your sarcasm. You're just like me. Oh, really? Good for you, Peter. I should be in Edmonton. I'm going to say early May. So, any regrets selling your place and moving into your van? And how long has it been? Thank you, Canadian Rock. I love it when you guys ask me these questions. I sold my house over 4 years ago. It was November, I believe. 5 years ago. I did plan on buying another sticks and bricks. I kept my kids wanted me to move closer to them in Alberta. So I loaded up. I bought a Sprinter van because I was watching YouTube van life idiots. So I'm like, those guys are crazy, but I think I might want to try it. So I bought an empty Sprinter, loaded up my bed, my this, everything that I thought that I needed, like enough to do a 1-bedroom apartment. And I wanted to go buy property out and build a container is what the dream was at the time. And it was during COVID, so nothing got done. 3 months of hard work, couldn't get a driver's license, couldn't get medical, couldn't get a realtor, it was like, I'm done. Screw this. And in that 3 months, I partly built out my Sprinter and came back to BC in January. And finished the build out during the winter months here on the island in different parks and RV sites and stuff like this. I didn't pay for anything. I didn't go and park and pay for any parking, but I had power tools and I just finished the build out. And then once spring hit, I left and ended up in Montreal and was freaked out. And I drove back. I was on the road for 6 months. Well, I went right through to the fall and winter, so probably 10 months from the time I left Alberta and got back here to Vancouver Island. And I bought this school bus. the next year because I didn't like the Sprinter. It was too small. And the school bus was like amazing. So no, dude, this is the third year that I've had this, and I just love it. I'm just in love with van life. I will do it until my body says I can't. And I'll keep upgrading things and doing things to make it good. So, but thanks for the question. Oh, how long has it been? So yeah, this is year 4 in van life. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I enjoy coming out and touching base with you guys. The reason I don't like doing this, like I like doing it, but I don't like it because it's confusing for a lot of people. And I create the confusion by either showing you where I'm at or telling you a story about something I did that I haven't released the video yet. Right. So they'll be like, well, I thought you were here. And when I went across Canada, holy crap, that I confused people because my video was like, I mean, you're in Saskatchewan. And then the next day you're doing a live broadcast and you're in Winnipeg or no, you're in, where was it? Sault Ste. Marie. And then my next video, that was on the other edge of Saskatchewan. It's like, holy cow, how do you drive that fast? So it's really hard for me to not talk about the present when I'm here. That's why I'd rather look at people say, hey, Brent, you ever regret selling your house? And so now I can go down another pathway and not have to talk about what's going or what's coming up and what's blah, 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 blah. My email, if somebody could write this down, please, is Brent's _ van life at, I guess I can write it down, hotmail.com. There you go. Bam. Jose Darlene has left the country. Well, no, she hasn't left the country yet. She's left the island. She's on the mainland somewhere, heading east to see her lovely daughter and 6 grandchildren. I need a stunt double. George, are you applying for the job? You're kind of handsome. That would be neat, Denise. I like that. 007 stickers. Oh, Todd would be laughing if he was in here. Trying to catch up. Hey, Ben, how's it going, buddy? I know, eh? It's all about having fun, Ben. Amy, I need your lifestyle. Chrome and Emmy. I've been following you for all the years, and I just can't. I can barely park my tiny car in the parking lot, which is much less packing. Well, sorry to hear about the anxiety and PTSDs. And it's something that I don't know, like, yeah. I'm pretty blessed to have Bavaria Import Motors here to put up with my BS and allow me to be a part of their crew and gang, even though I don't get paid or I don't do any work there, but I just feel a part of. They're my family right now that, I get to hang out with on the days during the winter and stuff like this. And they get pretty excited and worried that when I'm leaving, like, how long are you gone for? And because I am providing them a good night's sleep. They know that somebody's in the compound here taking care of it because the way society has gone, they've had some issues in the past. But ever since I've been showing up here for the last 3 years, we've had 2 incidences and I've been here and nothing has happened. So, but the lifestyle's fun. It's nice that you can have something like this or you have a place to call home as much as it's a drag because I don't like being here. Parking lots are great. Coming in, having friends are great. But for me, it's being on the road and not having to worry about parking lots with other people. When I'm on the road, I'm usually places where there's not a lot of asphalt and not a lot of buildings. And so it becomes a very peaceful place for me. So serene and, meditative and, spiritual and all that stuff that slows the brain down enough to go like, you can breathe, Brent, right? you're not a rat anymore in that rat race of society. So that's what I really get a kick out of a Prince van life. So and I love entertaining. I've been a bartender my whole life, salesman, doing all these things that I'm always a part of that. I was the class clown in school, and and just I was built that way. But when I'm not around people, I love it that way. So it's weird. An introvert and an extrovert all wrapped in one, with ADHD and LMNOP. Okay, let's go back and read some stuff. Tamo, there's no email in your about, isn't it? Okay, I'll check it out. I just wrote my email just above your test there. Todd said something and said, "Oops, I better not say that because Brent will get mad." You don't really want to. What? No, no, not for safety reasons. I'm not afraid of anything. I learned a long time ago that the only thing that you really need, how's it go? To fear is fear itself. Because when I start getting worried and scared, and then all of a sudden, or negative or anything like that, I'll confront it to its face, deal with it, and I'll move on. Right? I'm very easygoing, and there's not. I had people out here that were here for not good reasons, at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I walked out of my van in my, tidy whities and a t shirt to confront them, going, "What are you doing here? This is a gated compound." And, oh, oh, I'm taking a shortcut home. I said, "Dude, it's a gated compound. You had to climb into a gate over a gate to get in here." I know. I'm just to turn around, back where you came from. Get out of here. And they did. "I'm not here to steal anything." I said, "I never said you were. I'm just saying this is private property. You're not welcome. Get off." So what happens is these guys are coming in because it's a free meal ticket for them. They think they can come in, get something for free, go pawn it off, smashing windows, doing whatever they need to do, because this is a high end German import place. More expensive stuff. And so he turned around, got to the other side of the fence, and became this big tough guy who was going to threaten to shank me and shove a shiv at me and be a tough guy. And he's talking all like gangster. And I'm like looking at him, going like, got pretty tough on the other side of the fence, dude. I'm standing here in my underwear, right? But I'm not afraid of them. I came from a darkened past. I dealt with people like that before. I've been through, I worked in rehab with people like that before. So I know what I'm dealing with. So that doesn't scare me. I don't even get scared at night when I park. I park where I am. I've only been knocked on once, and it was my fault. I parked right in front of a sign that says no overnight parking. Didn't see the sign. I looked all over the place. Went, okay, cool. And I backed in. There was the sign. I didn't see it. So what did I do? I drove up the street like for 3 kilometers or 3 blocks, and I saw an apartment building. So I pulled over in front of the apartment building, closed it up. They, I can't run away and hide. I got stickers all over my car. Brent's van life. Let's see, where's van life? Sticker here, sticker there, QR codes. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty weird. So not for safety reasons, not at all. Where we are. Thanks, Brent. I was looking for email on the about page. I was wondering who made your stickers. Oh, Don, a friend of mine owns a vinyl shop here in town. He does all the vinyls for commercial vehicles, your hot rods, your cars, wherever that is. And he also does occasionally, does um, um, stickers. So I didn't get the ones with the van on it, like on your T-shirt, Don. Thanks for purchasing that T-shirt. I was going to get some of those made up too, but I just decided to go with this one type for this run. So we ran off the black and white ones, and he actually told me a week. He made them the next day and dropped them off here last night. So it was really good. So yeah, a local guy at a vinyl shop. He's about the same price as Sticker Nut and stuff like that. So I would rather give money to somebody I know and locally than email and get something done from somebody else. Mind you, Sticker Nut is from Canada, so I hope that helps you there, Don. Safety groups, do I have any? I think I just covered that. Um, Creepy subs. I'm going to say I think there's a little bit of creepiness in all of us. There's strange people out there for sure, but I think that I'm strange, right? So I grew up when I was doing my Volkswagen stuff, and I would travel around to jamborees and campouts and stuff like that with all the Volkswagen people. That's where I learned about it because when you get 100 Volkswagen vans together, it takes a special person to own a Volkswagen van one, and to actually travel in it and do drive around in is again another one. And there's all different kinds of strange and weird. So I kind of got used to it. So the subs are a bit different because I was just at a gas station and somebody came up to me and they were just like pumped and just so happy and tried to make you feel like you're some kind of celebrity. And I guarantee you, if you ever meet me, I'm gonna be just like you, a little bit more crazier. Okay. Um, I don't want to be a celebrity. I want to be me, and I might like doing what I'm doing. So yeah, we'll go out. We'll have a beer. We'll hang out. Maybe hang out. We'll cook up a steak or something. Like it's just gonna be like, wow, here you are. I'm like, yeah. That's what I try to tell you guys. What you see in the videos, there's minimal acting. I'm trying to keep a happy and fun face, but in real life, I really am. I really found that when I went down and I got sad or I got mad or I got angry and I started blaming and doing all those crazy things, when I started doing that thing, I got miserable. And I found myself wasting so much time because I'm sitting there and I'm bad listening. I was like, go out and live life. Well, that's a new concept. So try to find the good in the world. Try to focus on the good. There's always a silver lining. Anyways, next. Wireless backup camera you can connect to your phone. I have a wireless one here, Ben. I'm on my second one actually, and I never use it. Period. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, do you hear that one, Clint? I'm keeping down your insurance costs, so I'm doing a good job. Thanks, Denise. uh, Again, Amy, safer for men and women is it's what are we doing? That's the whole thing. Am I making it obvious that I'm in my van? What kind of van are we driving? Like, if you're finding parking and you're making it obvious that you're a woman alone in a van, then that's going to be obvious. But I'm out wandering. I'll jump out. I'll go find a place to camp at night and take the dog for a walk. I'll check out the neighborhood. I'll jump back in my van. When I jump back in the van, all the lights are off. Boom. Nobody knows you're in there. I'm staying at somebody's house or I'm visiting somebody or right. But if I start worrying, oh my God, that guy see me. Oh, what's going to happen if that? You guys have heard about the law of attraction. You know, if I think it, it will appear. If I think happy thoughts, they appear. Don't explain my bad luck I've been having because honestly, I really do try to keep happy and stuff. Okay. So yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. Slow down mentally, yes. Slowing down mentally, that's when I go off grid. When I'm off grid, my phone doesn't work. Um, I am on my computer editing. I am on my phone filming. I am going out and doing things, but I'm not checking up on what's going on the internet. I'm not watching other people's YouTube videos. I'm not calling people. I'm not texting people or nothing. So the amount of technical stuff, technical stuff gets minimalized. So, okay. Oh, cool. Well, you can make me one too if you want, Don. Check them out, see how good they are, and yeah, maybe we'll come to you for them. Oh, really? Sorry, guys, I'm reading, trying to find something questions, and Denise is telling me how many things we have, commonalities. Um, I loved working in the Chinese restaurant that I worked in. It was, I won't say ethnic, but that's the wrong word. We didn't have smorgasbords in this one. And it was very well known that if you came in, you could get the owner to cook you a meal, and he would charge you 15 to 25 to $50 a plate, and you didn't know what you were getting. Because if you said, no, you want me to cook for you? Don't tell me what to cook then. And then he would bring out these dishes, and it would blow people's minds. He was amazing. But I was worked for him off and on for 15 years, and basically run the front end, bartender, host, telephone guy, cashier, manager, everything. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cat lady, she is strong and amazing. She isn't though. She is, but she isn't. Because if you go back and you watch when Chrome first met her, and then he did her van tour, and then she started to put out videos, very timid, very shy, very quiet, kept to herself. Basically, that was her house, and she worked in Squamish. She's gotten more because she's actually gone out and done more, and she's been with Chrome. So, learning from him how to do everything too, and just adapting to another level of van life, I guess you can call it, right? So, she, yeah, she's a cool chick. I like her. I've met her a couple times. I went to one of her things out. She came here shortly after, well, the day after Goldberg died. Um, yeah, she was here when Christmas time. She popped in here when I had that guy with no legs, Jeffy Bear. Hi, Jeff. You in here anywhere? He's probably napping. Exactly, Tammy. It's going to happen no matter what. Deal with it, right? But deal with it properly, and just be aware of your surroundings, what you're doing. If you feel uncomfortable, move. It's really simple. I'm not going to stay awake and chew my nails all night worrying about something going to happen. I'll move. I've never moved. The secret. There you go. The law of attraction. You're right, Amy. Okay, a lady painter. What? Paint her bus in the military style. Cool. Okay. Yeah, she has grown immensely with her video editing and everything. I check in on Chrome and the cat lady, Joseph, all those, that gang of guys. Well, I'll call it Chrome's army. And about once a month, and I'll randomly look at their one or two of their current videos just to see where they're at and how they're doing. I was just ran into Joseph. See, you're watching Joseph videos, and he's still in Bali, I believe. I don't know, but he's not. He's actually he's out of Vancouver Island. Okay, and he was editing a video, and I'm not sure if it was a Bali one or not, but he's back, and yeah, just to chat with those people and see where they're at and how they're doing in life is amazing. I never crossed paths with Chrome. I have not seen Chrome since 2 years ago. I think I see last time I saw. I haven't even seen his van drive by. I've seen the cat lady once or twice parked at the one of the rest areas south of or north of town here, but I don't. I never see them there, and we live very close. We stay very close to each other, but yeah, we just have totally different lifestyles, I guess, so we don't really cross paths. Uh, Out of this world. I love that. O of TW. Yes. We had a Chinese restaurant in Prince Rupert. It was called the Pagoda, and it was on the corner. And we would go there after the bar closed, and there was no chairs or restaurants in there or seats. It was a stand-up bar, and you ordered from here, and you turned around, and they had like a shelf on the other side, and it only fit like 10 people. That's how small it was, standing up in a row. So it was only takeout. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, when everybody's drunk, we'd all go there, and their highlighted Chinese food at 2 o'clock in the morning were chow mein buns and rice with gravy. And if you wanted to kick your chow mein bun up a notch, you added sweet and sour to it. Oh, it was hilarious. Thank you, Cindy, for mounting on my buddy Harry. It's Harry, not Henry, but Outland Harry. He just put out a video recently. I was supposed to be hooking up with him. Stuff happened. I ended up coming back to Nanaimo as he was heading up island, and he's like, "Oh," so he's got a couple videos coming out. Very, very good. He's an awesome guy in real life. He was helping me doing video editing because at one time he did have a channel, a substantial channel of over 10,000 subs, but he was a DIY guy back then, and he was getting a lot of flack that being a younger person, if you read the comments and you don't have big shoulders and thick skin, sometimes it can bother you. Uh, thank God I have both. And there's nothing that's going to re-bother me because I just kind of laugh at you and then I'm going to kill you with kindness. So it's tough being a YouTuber. So, anyways, we have to hook up and do a video with him soon too. It'd be nice before I leave. Nice. See, told you, Chrome's Army. People meet Chrome, and Chrome gives you that little up-dilly dickity doo day stuff, and and bingo, you're hooked, and you start doing stuff. It's better when you become his good friend because then all of a sudden you get a lot more subs from his channel. But yeah, no, I met Chrome a couple times, and let's just say I met Chrome a couple times, and he's a good guy. He is. He's Chrome through and through. The guy you see on there is the guy you get when you meet him. So it's okay, Cindy. She has some playlist created on here. I'm not sure. I don't know. The previous channel was interesting. Peace, love, and granola. Somebody asked me about that, eh? Actually, it was one of my exes from Kelowna. And when I put it on my Facebook page, she's like, granola, question mark. I think Kaz Jeffries might have commented, like, yeah, because Brent's cool or something. So here's the story behind the granola. Granola is a hippie cereal, right? It's made from nuts and grains and oats and honey, and so that's hippie food. Well, it was back in the day. Now it's health food, right? And I had a lovely, lovely friend of mine she was married to a friend of mine, and I became friends with her. And that's what she would say to me, because she was a downright hippie. And she would say, peace, love, and granola. And I'm like, what? But I always remembered it because it's one of those haunting memories that stick with you. So when I started my channel, I wanted to have an ending. Ciao, bye, says Mario, and somebody else says something else, and we all have our own little features, right? So my new one was I was trying to, hi, it's Uncle Brent from Brent's Van Life, or hi, it's Brent from Brent's Van Life. And so these are, there's a name for them, right? So that's kind of why I start my videos out, or my day off, when I put the camera in my face. It's like, okay, let's get going, right? And I like to end it off with, okay, you guys, you all be good to yourself, love one another, peace, love, and granola, right? So that's where I got that from. There's so many neat little stories that we all have, because life is about having a memory that sticks to your brain, and all of a sudden it becomes a story for you. And if you remember to tell the story, then it becomes even funner, or as they say in English, more fun. We are at the hour and 13 minutes. So that's way too long for me, you guys. Okay. I usually only do this for an hour or less. I was bored. You guys entertained the crap out of me with all your great questions and your funny antics and chit chat between each other while I'm telling stories. And it kind of makes my day. So for that, I want to thank all of you. Okay. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being a part of my little channel. Thank you all for building us up to a bigger and better channel. And thank you for being you, because if it wasn't for you, there'd be no me. So with that, I'm going to say peace, love, and granola. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a good day. And I want you guys to go out and have a good day too. Unless, of course, you have better plans. Okay? So be good to yourselves, and I'll see you Well, tomorrow I'll put a video for you. Okay, guys. Chow mein noodles.